Hola amigos, so some of you may know that I'm both Canadian and Colombian, and for the ones that don't know, I was actually born in Cartagena, Colombia. So when I was in Colombia, I thought that traveling the world was not going to be a reality for me. First, I thought that my passport wasn't going to help me at all, this one over here. And second, I thought it was just going to be too expensive. So before you say anything, yes, I do have both a Colombian and a Canadian passport. And you might think, isn't that how you're able to travel? But let me tell you that the Colombian passport has actually helped me more than the Canadian one in some places. So I want to discuss 2 points. Number one, so I thought that with this baby right here, I wasn't going to be allowed into a lot of places, but in reality, you can travel to 120 countries visa free. I will give you a list or more of a ranking of the places that Colombians can go without a visa based on affordability and not having an American visa to go to these places. So I always thought that because I would be working with Colombian pesos, the exchange rate was gonna kill me. I would just not be able to afford these places. That's why we're ranking in the most affordable places you can go. So if you wanna find out more about it, keep watching. In case you didn't know, we can travel to anywhere in South America visa free, and we can actually do it without a passport. So if you don't have one, you don't have to spend the extra money. So you would think that it would make sense that flights within South America would be cheaper than going abroad to other places, but this is actually not true. So to make our list, we're going to research the flight costs, since this is going to be one of the most expensive parts of your trip. We are also searching for flights that do not require to go to North America as a connection, since you're going to need probably an American visa and we don't want you spending that extra money. With that in mind, we also want you to know that there's always going to be extra costs related to flights, so make sure to check our video on the hidden costs of travel and also all of our other videos about how to budget when you're going on a trip. So as I mentioned before, we can go anywhere within South America, and here's a list of all the places we can go. We also have all these places with Central America and North America. You are going to definitely need a visa to go to places like the States or Canada, but there's a lot of other options that don't require you to have a visa to travel. Surprisingly enough, there's also places within Asia that you can travel without a visa. Some of them include the Philippines, South Korea, and even Taiwan. So for Taiwan, you are just gonna need to get an e-visa or a visa upon arrival. This is not too difficult, and you can just get to the airport and head to the visa stand and you're gonna be all sorted out. So if you have been living under a rock for the past few years, you might not know that we can also travel to Europe without a visa. There's so many places in Europe that you can go visit. Though some of them might be expensive, we have a couple that might be within your budget in our list. So number one on our list, it's Mexico. Mexico, it's actually a hub for a lot of the international flights. So if you're gonna spend a little bit extra on your flight, definitely go visit Mexico. So it's around 168 for a round trip to Cancun within Mexico, and you spend around $17 a day on accommodations, food, and just going around the city. So this translates to around 520,000 Colombian pesos for the trip, or 52,000 Colombian pesos a day. So if we were to calculate how much you're going to spend in 1 week, including flights, accommodation, food, everything, it's going to be around 889,000 pesos. And this comes to just short of 1 million Colombian pesos. So it's doable. You can do that. You can save that amount within a year following the tips that we give you in this video over here. So second on our list is Panama. And the flight's round trip at around 144 American dollars, which comes to 444,000 Colombian pesos. These prices may vary according to the foreign exchange, so do check them out the day you're buying. And for day budget, so all the expenses related to food, accommodation, it's gonna come to around $25 a day, so 77,000 Colombian pesos. So once again, to calculate 1 week worth of a trip, it's gonna come to around 355 American dollars, which comes to 988,000 Colombian pesos, so just short of 1 million Colombian pesos. So once again, very affordable, go explore. Number 3 on our list is Cuba. So round trips to Cuba cost around 236 American dollars, and a day you're going to spend around $17. In Colombian pesos, this translates to 731,000 Colombian pesos or $77 a day for expenses. Once again, to calculate how much you're going to spend in 1 week, in Colombian pesos, it's going to come to around 1.1 million Colombian pesos. Number 5 on our list, it's Peru. So a round trip comes to about 300 American dollars or 929,000 Colombian pesos, and for your daily expenses, it's gonna come to around 16 American dollars or 50,000 Colombian pesos. To calculate your week's worth of expenses, it's gonna come to around 1.3 million Colombian pesos. So I did mention that there's going to be some Europe locations in this list, and that is our added bonus. So we have either Portugal or Spain. So as I mentioned, we can travel visa-free to Spain, and Portugal is within Europe, so same thing applies. And this is going to be more expensive. The total cost for 1 week's worth of trip, it's around 3 million Colombian pesos, but hear me out. If you're saving for this trip, okay, if you have gathered the money, it's completely worth it, and you can do it on a budget. So the tickets are gonna come to around 700 to 800 American dollars. You can get it cheaper if you know how to find a deal. We have a really good video over here. So that translates to roughly 2,200,000 Colombian pesos. And for your daily expenses, they come to 45 American dollars, but you can make that lower. So it depends on how you travel. So that was a ranking of the most affordable places that we Colombians can go without a visa. We also have all the list of all the other places you can go, and you can check it on the description down below. So we use Kiwi to calculate the flights and also budget your trip for the daily average cost of going to these places. Mind you, the prices might fluctuate, so these are just recommendations and averages. You can check yourself now using our list down below. ¿Sabías que podías ir a todos estos lugares? Si no sabías, déjanos saber en la sección de comentarios abajo. Y déjanos saber también a dónde quieres viajar y por qué no lo has hecho. So if you like our content, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.